Sorry, this can count. Okay, first of all, I want to say if something goes wrong with my presentation, it's because, or with me, it's because of rakia last night. I don't know how you people can drink that thing. It's the same in Albania, but anyway. So hello, my name is Greta. I'm from Albania. I'm part of a community called Open Labs, which promotes open source and free software. And I coordinate a project called Wiki Academia. It's about a tour in all over Albania to teach pupils, students, or anyone who is interested or contributing on Wikipedia. And these are some photos of my tour. I stopped in April, and I will go on in November again with the tour, and goes on and on and on. So my talk is about women in Wikipedia, but I want to say something. It's not just for the woman, it's the problem with the woman in Wikipedia. But first I want to say something in general about Wikipedia. Like everybody knows that it's free, as in free beer, like you have zero cost to read on Wikipedia, and free as in freedom. Like free licenses, you can use it without asking nobody, should I use that information or not on your papers or someone else. Well, I see there 3 women in here, so you're my guest of honors and welcome. So first thing first, you just need to be bold. I mean, this beautiful lady here is Sheila Bird. She had a problem with Wikipedia because she was writing her article about herself by herself, and an administrator on Wikipedia just deleted her article by 3 times because he doesn't know her, and for him he was not notable enough to be on Wikipedia. But she's now on Wikipedia. She's a biostatistics, and are like 500 people who are editing her article on Wikipedia. So the big question is to make or not to make an account. You can edit or use Wikipedia without having an account, but that's not so cool to do that thing if you want to contribute for Wikipedia, because nobody will know that you're actually contributing for Wikipedia. Like, I can see like just an anonymous name that has done something for that article or has opened a new one, but that's all. So it's and the good thing about having an account is that you can tell Wikipedia that I'm contributing for you, and if you want to participate on conferences, workshops that Wikipedia makes, Wikipedia can give you grants for taking part of these workshops or conferences, but you have to prove that you're on Wikipedia. So it's good to make an account, as for me at least. But what do Wikipedians love more than editing Wikipedia? Well, I love to be part of conferences. This is my first one, international one. It's my first speech in English language, so be kind. Well, except that, making politician on how to edit Wikipedia, it's like making workshops or presentation or being part of different talks, communities, and stuff like that. Well, notability, as I was saying for Sheila, that the woman in the beginning. Notability means that your subject has to be addressed in details in a verifiable published resource. You know, the references that are in the end of the article, it's the most important part of Wikipedia. For example, notability, you have to be notable enough to be on Wikipedia. You cannot write about everything on Wikipedia. For example, it's Frida Kahlo, you know, the artist, I guess. On Wikipedia already exists an article about her, but there are many reliable resources about her, secondary resources about her. but it's a tiny dinosaur in there. It's from the Sinclair Oil Company, something. You cannot write an article about a dinosaur, an oil dinosaur, or stuff like that. But it might merit mention in Sinclair Oil Corporation article, for example, that how it's made or something like that. So about reliable sources, I'm going to talk a little bit later, but about independent of the subject. That means that your source cannot be created by or affiliated with the subject, such as press release or university bios or these kind of things. So no original resources. Does anyone knows that food in there? Serbian ones. It's Albanian traditional food, because I've like 4 days in here and I've seen that Albanian and Serbian has so much in common in food, at least.
How do you call it?
It's forges. There's no name in English. I tried it, I asked it. But it's made with liver and crude and cheese. It tasted so good. And no original resources. I mean, Wikipedia, no original resources is allowed. For example, you cannot edit this article about this food for guests. I'm gonna say it in Albanian because I don't know in English. Using what you remember your mother making that food, or using a recipe card. But you can use an article about this food when you read a cooking magazine to expand the article about this about for guests. And or you cannot hear a rumor in your company that you're working, that your colleague is fired, and just open the article on Wikipedia about that colleague and you write, on 2014 she was fired by the CEO. We don't care about that. And sources, the most important thing, as I said. Anything could be or must be backed up by a reliable source. A reliable source is a contact from trusted news source or publisher. Wikipedia prefers secondary sources, or like primary oral history subject websites, and if use sparkling. So what to use or not what to use. This is about when you're editing articles and you need to add the references, but it's the same thing when you're reading articles. What articles you should use if you're reading that article, to use it in academic speech or something like that. Well, it's not preferred blogs, newsletters, mailing list messages, official websites, Twitter, or any kind of social media. But you can use like trusted news source or academic peer-reviewed scholarly publications. I've used some information, American ones, because I don't know about Serbian magazines, which are the same in Albania, which are trusted or not, so I just copy-paste that. But reliable or not are the things that I written in here. I just made some photos. This is the personal blog, books, Twitter, not reliable, no, and both. Well, you're starting with Wikipedia, you're bold enough to do that, so you need some types to how to say, to impress yourself or to get to it. Be boring. Wikipedia is an encyclopedia after all. Like if your subject is interesting enough, your boring Wikipedia article will speak for itself. You know, historical facts, his life in details, or any kind of these things. Just be boring. Find friends, edit typing. Find friends. Mailing list, it's a good opportunity, or for women, Wiki Project, Feminism, Wiki History, California is one of the most known. General Gap mailing list and all that. You can use Facebook and Twitter, of course, social media in general, to get friends. Well, we girls know more than men's about that. Well, Wiki Party. I think that wine and chocolates goes good with everything, but it helps a lot when you're editing your articles. I mean, I don't know how I do not gain weight, but anyway, you got the point, right? And be nice. Kill them with kindness. Well, I searched a lot for the photo, but I think I made it to find the right one. When women don't contribute to Wikipedia, what happens? For all Wikipedians in the world, just 50% are women, and yes, is it that bad? So how can you provide every human being with the sum of all knowledge when only 15 of half of the pollution is sharing on Wikipedia? And what really happens, it's lack of coverage of subjects that women may have interest in, like fashion, history, literature, different ones, women's sports, healthcare, education, then I can go on for a lifetime like this. Biographical coverage about women is severely lacking, and what I find more problematic, or how to say, is that discussion about topics as such as abortion, pregnancy, and feminism are often dominated by males. I read an article with the title that I made in New York Times, and all the discussions about that article mainly were males. Like, what the heck? Why do we women don't contribute on Wikipedia? I have kids to grow up, I'm busy, wiki markup language is too difficult. No, it isn't. Are just some, okay, wiki markup is not difficult. Social media, I have to post my photos on Instagram, Twitter, hashtags, okay. And first thing first, let's say it's initiative. There are typos on that. It's lack of initiative. I guess you just need to you're in front of your computer and you're like reading an article on Wikipedia and you're like, I know something more about this. Just search for that, and if you find a reliable source, just add that information on the article that you're reading. I mean, that information that you already reading, someone wrote that information for you. So be more altruist, I would say. And your computer, and in the middle is just a to-do list. Make a Wikipedia account. I guess everyone knows how to make. I think I'm in the wrong place to say that everyone knows how to make an account, because what I've seen till now are, oh my gosh, discover a topic you want to write about whenever new articles of subject already on Wikipedia. This to-do list about you three women that are in here are three, right? Start editing, ask questions, like raise hand, be patient. There are no dumb questions, but I'm not that sure about that after what I heard from Jarko last night. And you can edit. Well, these are, to be okay with the law, these are the licenses of the photos that I used on my presentation, and I forgot the slide that I should say thank you and have any questions. So thank you and have any questions. Yes, please.
The reliable sources.
Yes.
Is there any criteria how we can know is someone blog reliable?
Someone?
Someone blog is a reliable source.
Well, as I said, if it's like from a big magazine, or it's like, or the person itself, if it's human, the information that you're writing about, If the person itself give you that information, it is enough, or you can use books. Books are good references to write on Wikipedia. So, am I good with the law, Mr. Greta? Yes, of course.
I just wanted to point out her question is like, is there like a standard that article needs to comply with to be published? Is that standard publicly available?
Public available, like what?
I mean, is there a standard how to write an article?
Of course, there are criteria.
Yes. Are those criteria public?
Yeah, of course, you can find them on Wikipedia. Yeah.
And how?
Google it. Okay.
Does in those criteria say what is reliable and what isn't?
Of course. How can you know different? Of course, you can find them online.
That's it.
Okay. So, yes, the woman, ladies first.
I agree that there is a lack of women in editing Wikipedia, but I was just curious, how did they calculate the 15% number if a lot of people are anonymous and that we don't know if they are men or women?
In fact, it depends from the language. Anonym user use their article. The probability to be deleted is too high, so there are not many articles written by anonym users. So that's why is one of the reasons that you should have an account to edit Wikipedia.
On the account, do you have to say your gender on?
It's not obligatory, but you can. Yes. And you can track your contribution that you're doing on it. You can see who is editing the article that you opened, or you are editing, or someone just erased the phrase that you wrote. It's like a normal email address. It's like a normal account on Wikipedia. Yes.
Can you lie about your gender?
Yes, you can.
Is it binary? Do you have to say like you're male or female, or can you choose or something?
Yeah, it's female, male, and other.
Okay.
The options.
Great.
You can be a potato, like, I don't know.
No, on some new social media, like L'Oreal or somewhere, they explicitly made it so that the transgender people who don't want to say that they're just male women could choose other, at least.
Yes, in English and in Albanian, just these three.
Okay.
I don't know other language. I haven't edited. Yes, the guy there. No, you.
You were criticized about the Wikipedia boards in the past few weeks. There are floods of the edits on a few topics on Wikipedia. Wikipedia have two block this board to limit the time needed to pass to add new.
Yeah. As I said in the beginning, that administrator who doesn't allow Sheila Bird to write her article, they read the whole article first to see if it is for Wikipedia or not, and then to add more information. But Wikipedia is edited by people, by anyone, me, you, and everyone. So maybe it can be late, but it will change the article about the new information war or stuff.
I was a little disturbed when I saw the picture of some kind of Congress and we need to learn the politician how to use. I think they should be banned from
this one.
Editing, yes.
Okay, politician. Okay.
It's a little disturbing the influence our life in every day, and I think they can only pollute this one item we have.
Okay, yeah, right. Yes?
I just want to comment to this.
Sure.
Once you start banning anybody, then it's not open anymore. So that's a bit of a double-edged sword to decide like who should be banned, and then you already gone too far.
Right. So we have like 4 minutes left, so. Or you just can find me outside. I haven't eaten this morning from emotion, so I'll be somewhere where there's food. Yes?
Do you know of the next Wikipedia editing parties? Like, is there a list of when are these events happening?
At my house, 5 o'clock.
Okay.
No, editing party, I mean, you can, like, it's at your house, you see, there are 2 girls, ordinary girls that, but now Wikipedia is Wikilog Monuments. It's like a gear with cities all over the world that add photos, multimedia, and multimedia stuff on Wikipedia, and they just competed to about monuments and heritage and culture things.
I think there's one coming up in Berlin. I'll tell you in a minute.
Wiki parties, yes. Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes, please.
Do you think it's okay to use Wikipedia as a reference in a research paper? Or do you know if there was any cases where the mentors wouldn't approve using Wikipedia as a reference to their students?
Yes, you can use Wikipedia in your references of your studies or any kind of that thing, but you have to be sure that that article that you take from Wikipedia, it's has a reliable source on it, and the right thing to do is to open each one of the references that the guy, girl, or other have put on it in the end of the, you know, the with the numbers, the references in the end of the article. So open each one of that of these references and see the information that it's in references. What I do personally, it's like open the references and take the information from the references and then put it on my papers. You know, because Wikipedia, it's articles, they can be long enough to be tired when you're in the end of the article, but the references are there for a reason, so just use them, open them.